Okay, fifth grade, we're continuing right along here in chapter 11, looking at lesson 11.6, and today our focus is going to be on what's called line plots, and the directions are going to tell you to use a line plot to display the data or to represent the data. So we have two line plots that we're going to make. One involves fractions here. One involves whole numbers, and we'll get to that. So anyway, weight in pounds. So something was weighed, they're not specifying what. And so we have 10 of them here, 10 different fractions. One was 3/4 of a pound, one was 5/8 of a pound, another one was 5/8, another one was 3/4, one was 7/8 of a pound, one was 1/4 of a pound, another one was 1/4 a pound, another one was half a pound. We had another one that was 3/4 of a pound, another one that was 7/8 of a pound. So we're looking at that and we're thinking, okay, how do we make a line plot? Well, first, when you make a line plot, you've got to figure out what your biggest and smallest numbers are. Now, here's the problem with this is we have fractions and they don't all have the same denominator, so we're going to have to think about that here first. Okay, much easier, as you'll see in the second example, when there's whole numbers. So we're kind of doing the more difficult one here first. I want to look at my different denominators. I have 4, I have 8, and I have 2. So when I'm thinking of 4, 8, and 2, I'm thinking, okay, seems like the common denominator is going to be 8, because 8 times 1 is 8. 4 will work with 8, 2 will work with 8. So I'm going to go 3/4 equals something over 8. Well, 4 times 2 is 8, so 3 times 2 is 6. 3/4, 6/8 again, another 3/4, 6/8 again. I want to see 1/4 equals something over 8. Well, 4 times 2 is 8. 1 times 2 is 2. There's another 1/4 equals 2 over 8. And then I see 1/2 equals something over 8. 2 times 4 is 8. 1 times 4 is 4. All right? And so I've got everything into eighths. All right, so looks like 2/8 is my smallest. Looks like 7/8 is the biggest. So, but what I want to do, I want to put the original numbers. So I see that 1/4 is the smallest with the 2/8. So I'm going to put 1/4. And that's going to be 2/8, and I'm going to go up to 7/8. So I'm going to go ahead and put 3/8 because that's in simplest form. And next would be 4/8. Now there's none that are 4/8, but if I take 4/8 and I want to simplify that because I want to put the fractions in simplest form. Okay, I see, well, I do have a 4/8 here. That's 1/2 as I can see. Plus if I divide those both by 4, I end up with 1/2. So I want to put 1/2, which is the 4/8. Then I see 5/8. And then I've got some 6/8 here, and that's the 3/4 in simplest form. Divide them both by 2. And then I've got the 7/8. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put 7/8. All right, now I'm going to give us a little bit of room here by erasing that. So when I make a line plot, I make a line. Of course, we want to make this neat, and I'm going to put an indicator with each line. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is for each one that signifies this weight, all right, and down here, so somebody knows what they're looking, weight in pounds. All right, I'm going to put an X above each one to represent how many are that weight. So I go to my 1/4, and I see I have 1, that's 1/4. I have 2, that's 1/4. So I'm going to put 2 X's over 1/4. That's not hard. Going to go to 3/8. It doesn't look like I have any that are 3/8. Going to go to 4/8, which I know is the 1/2. So 1/2 is 4/8. I'm going to put 1 there. Okay. 5/8. Looks like I've got 1 and 2. So I'm going to put 2 X's above the 5/8. 3/4, which is the 6/8. It looks like I've got 1, 2, 3. So we're going to put 1, 2, 3. And then the 7/8 looks like I've got 1, 2, 1, 2, 7/8. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a line plot. That's it. One thing I do want to double check is how many original numbers I had compared to X's. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 original numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 X's. So I'm feeling pretty good. That's my line plot. Let's do one more. Now, as we said, that was the more difficult of the one. That wasn't that hard. We like them when they're just whole numbers, because then we just look for the smallest and biggest number. We're not worried about converting fractions and making common denominators or decimals with the same amount of digits after. So I'm going and I'm here looking, I'm thinking that 1 is my smallest number. These all look like 1-digit numbers, so it looks like 9 is the biggest. So sometimes if you get numbers that are a large span, like if I was going 1 to 100, I might do increments of 5 or something like that and put little indicators. But for what you're going to be doing, you're just going to have numbers that are pretty close. So we're going to go ahead and put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We're going to go ahead and put our lines, put our little indicators to show where they go. Notice that I'm not real worried about it being perfectly straight, but it's neat and it's easy to read, which is going to be crucial on your paper. Now it's just a matter of going through and marking, okay? So basically what I'm going to do to give us a little more room, I'm going to rewrite these numbers up here. 2, 5, 5, 6, 8, 6, and 7. 2, 5, 5, 6, 8, 6, 7, because I'm going to clear some space here to give us just a little more room. I made that graph probably a little higher than I needed to, but I've got the numbers rewritten over there. So I'm going to 1 first. Looks like I've got 1, 1. So I put 1x. And of course I cross them out because if I miss one, I can go back and fix it at the end. How many 2's? Well, I've got 1, 2 there. That makes 2. That makes 3. So it looks like 3 x's above the 2's. How about for the 3's? None there, but I've got 1 there, it looks like. Looks like just 1, 3. 4. Looks like I've got 1, 4 there. It's the only one I'm seeing right now. 5's. Got a 5 there. Got a 5 there. That's 2. 3, 4 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 6's. I've got a 6 here, a 6 here. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. So 4 6's. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7's. I got 1 7 here, 1 7 here, and a 7 here. That makes 3. So 1, 2, 3. Number 8. Got 1 8 there, 1 8 there. That makes 2. And then how many 9's do I have? 1, 2. Looks like 2 9's. And that's that. And of course, as we said, always check the number of original numbers with the number of x's. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 3 is 7, plus 4 is 11, plus 4 is 15, 16, 17, plus 3 is 20, plus 1 is 21. And there's your line plot. And then, of course, you kind of give your line plot a title: miles walked each day. And that's making a line plot, 5th grade. You can handle that. We'll talk to you later. Bye.